Hi everyone, welcome to today's video of this Qlikview server series. So in this video we're going to look at certain performance parameters for documents that we can tune in. So these parameters are available if we go to our document, and then here we have these parameters. So the parameters that we can control here is maximum number of concurrent session allowed for that particular application. So maybe one document that is very big, so you might want to have just one or two sessions of that. You do not want them to be bigger sessions of that. So that is one thing. And then you can set up absolute document timeout. Then you can set out inactive session timeout in terms of seconds. So maybe say after 5 minutes the session should get terminated. Okay, so this is how you can do that. And then you can enable audit logging. So the audit logging is essentially who clicked what, who exported the application data, who created a new application, who created a bookmark, who did all those stuff. So this means audit logging. So if you have enabled this for this particular document, you will get it. If you haven't enabled it, you will not get this for this particular document. Okay, and then we have another option that if it is, this one is for the cluster. So I'm going to leave that because we're not dealing with a cluster environment. But if we are talking about preloads, the preload means that in some cases when you open the application for the first time, it takes some time to reload the data. Like in some cases in enterprise application, it may take up to 5 minutes to load the data, load the dashboard. So it seems like very slow and very frustrating for the end users. So what you can do is you can check this button. By checking this button, what will happen is this document is going to be loaded in the RAM every time, and when user come in, he will see like someone has already opened and it's already cached in your server, and you will get very fast response as comparison to taking 5 minutes. It's might gonna take a lot less, let's say 1 or 30 seconds or so. Okay, so these are the performance settings that you can do. Again, just like the other settings, there is a word of caution while doing these settings. There is also these global settings available at the global level, and the server configuration here in system setup, and it is in server configuration. If we go to the performance side, so we see these sessions options. So this is overall concurrent sessions, and this is the session. So session is a document and a user is a session. So there it's just one document, here it's referred as session. And possible timeout is that we just discussed that possible timeout, maximum session, and then we have a maximum session availability, that is a maximum timeout. If I this one, so this is document timeout, this is inactive session timeout. This possible timeout is just here. So this is also a way to control your performance of the server, that it just check that after certain time, click check that if you should close the session or not. If someone is active, it does not close the session. If someone is inactive, then it just checked for these timings that they need to close the session. So these are the timing things that you can work on the performance side on this one. So if you see, the both settings are here, the inactive timeout here as well as over the other setting here. So essentially this should always be bigger than this. So let's say if I have my inactive session timeout here 1800 seconds, and I have inactive session timeout 600 setting, like let's say 2000. So this one is going to prevail, the lower one is going to prevail. So it's again, in any case, the lower session timeout is gonna prevail in either case. And then these settings, by the way, at times these settings does not take impact right away. We need to restart the services in order to have the impact. We need to restart the Qlikview server setting service. And then this is the calculation object setting that you can do whenever your object, the large objects which have a lot of columns, or complex reports, complex formula, it might take certain time to reload the object. If it's taking too much time to get reloaded, so one way is you can time out that particular object and you say you cannot load it, or the other way is that you increase the time here, and you say that okay, it's going to take more time, so just wait for a little more time to do that. A way how to just see that how much time each object is taking. There is a way around that, so let me just open one application. So let's just open this data visualization, and if I go to settings and document setting, and if I go to where is sheet, so we have the sheets here, and if I go to this document, so I can see the calculation time of each object, and there are other lot of properties, so you can just check that if an object is not opening and you come here and you see that its average calculation time is too much, then you can just